This is something which is very, very close to my heart. Biggest hurdle which I felt was, developing an engaging post content that should meet our industry standards. My niche was completely different. So I did not expect that, anybody from the community would be at my side or would understand it. But I did understand that we are all driven by the same factors and we're
Yeah.
working towards the same goal.
Do you think that social media has transformed your outlook about anything?
People are afraid to put forward their face or their emotions or whatever, their vulnerability in front of the camera. Everybody is coaching you. You can do your first crore and your first lakh. There are very few who actually talk about individuals having their own niche, which will lead them to. So that's how LTL has played a major, major role in launching my e-learning products.
Officially welcome Anjana to this podcast, to this interview. I was so excited to have you on my first ever interview for my YouTube channel because you are the person, honestly, I've been looking up to now since the last interview that we had. So, obviously, I want to ask you a lot of questions, but I really want this interview to be a takeaway for every person out there that if you have a skill, you need to monetize it, and you can monetize it so well. Age doesn't matter, where you are doesn't matter, like nothing matters in this space. And that is why I'm so glad to welcome you here. And I would just like to ask you a little bit about yourself. If you can just take us back to where you started, how you started, that exact moment where you were creating your first product, what inspired you, and how did you feel about it. And now that you have created your product, how do you feel about it now?
I'm so honored that I'm your first the person to do this interview, and it is a pleasure. It's total a pleasure to be here right here with you, and I have to share this journey with you because you have been an integral part. LTL has been an integral part of the launching of my e-learning platform, which is support.aankshhospitality.com. So I'll just tell you a little short about myself. So my name is Anjana Bhattacharya. I've been very passionate about the hotel industry from a tender age of 19. That's when I joined the industry. I was a student of hotel management. Then I passed out. I was into the industry working. Then there was a time, when COVID happened, and that's when I launched my own website on consultancy post COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So, as I've told you before, Paridi, this is something which is very, very close to my heart. Me and my
Yes.
husband, who is also a hotelier from 25 years, we
Mm-hmm.
have got a lot of love, lot of support, amazing career. Okay. So, I always wanted to do something to give back to the industry. So, this was just, a thought in my head. There was no caricature, there was no outline as to how I would go about it, what I would do. But yes, it was always there. It's
Mm-hmm.
only when nowadays Instagram is the thing. So I do post my ads for my consultancy on Instagram. That's when I came across LTL. I was following you for a very long time, and then LTL was launched. And the best thing is, when you launched the LTL, you did a live webinar. So it
Yes.
was, most of the courses or whatever tutorials or tools which is there, it's always, ad based, simple. You
Yeah.
don't have people interacting with you on the first go before launching the product. So that's what, when I went to the webinar, I saw the details. I saw you, Aishwarya, Katrina, and that gave me the confidence. Okay, I'm in the right place. This is the time to go for it. So you asking me when did I think? No, I wasn't planning for this. It's you who made me decide. Okay, now take the next step. And that webinar, convinced me that I should go for LTL. And once I went to LTL, that's when everything changed.
Wow, such a lovely journey. I think when you get the sign from the universe, you get the sign from the universe. So that
Yes.
probably that life was the sign for you, and look how far you've come there,
Thank you,
right?
thank you. That's yes. There's a lot of hard work. There's a lot of
Absolutely. Absolutely.
challenges, but yes, uh, LTL does provide you the basics. Okay, you did see, being from the industry, being from hotel industry. I'm not a very tech savvy person. I'm a
Uh-huh.
customer driven person. I'm an operational person, so I know technicalities, but I don't know behind the scenes. So LTL was a perfect course, okay, and
Mhm.
all under one umbrella. That was the best thing. So it started off very beautiful by introducing every details of launching your digital product. So Maybe Paridhi, you have launched this product, to help people become financially independent. In my case, it was a little different. It was more for giving it back rather than earning. Till
Yeah.
today, if you go to my website, support.anshhospitality.com, you will see all the courses are mostly free, or I've
Oh,
done a
wow.
nominal charge of say 1 rupees or 11 rupees, something which is just like it is if it is not supposed to be free. Moreover,
Mm.
we've got all the stalwarts and professionals from the industry to come forward and do the course. So what I want to say is, LTL has given me step by step narration as to how I can go from inception to the final delivery. So that's how LTL has played a major role in launching my e-learning products.
Wow. I think one point that you mentioned here is what I absolutely believe in. Like you said, giving back to the community is a major thing in business anyway. I mean, you want to be financially independent, you want to make more money, but then if you just, your focus is helping more people, the money follows, which I see in you so selflessly, which I absolutely love about you. I want to know your perspective on selling digital products in general. How did our coaching program help you? And was there anything in particular that stood out for you? Because I'm sure that, like you said, you were more into the customer centric perspective. Did you have it in your mind that you could create digital products around something like this? How did, I mean, how did you go about it?
I'll tell you, they've helped in, LT has helped in multiple sections. Whenever I faced a hiccup, I used to go back to the course. I have to, other than you, I have to thank Katrina. Okay. She is done a very good job by explaining how the mini courses or the e-books, how to launch them, what are the way you can package them, about the pricing part of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so she actually has taken you, handholded you to every small bit of it. Okay, so that's been a very big help. I feel the major help, another big help was, the integration of the payment gateway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, uh,
Mm-hmm.
because whatever be the course, it has to be compatible. That was one part where there was a lot of hiccups. So that was taken care of. Moreover, another good thing which I feel about LTL is, they did this, the whole section of launching the digital product, uh, keeping taking it along with your AI. Okay, I
Mm-hmm.
like the fact that how AI has been used and how each one of you have taken to the basics of how you can use your chat GPT or even the commands prompts which you all have written, which is absolutely to the point, beautiful. So it just cut down the entire hard work into one single 1 minute, the cut copy paste part of it. So,
Yeah.
uh, that is something, anybody can teach you a lot of things. Okay,
Yeah.
many people can teach you a lot of things, but it is how today, as you know, time is money. So
Exactly.
how short you can you can make your work behind the work as minimum as possible, and taking advantage of the technology today. We are going through a major revolution when it comes to
Mhm.
technology. We are trying very hard to catch up, and I'm so happy that you've launched Nia and you're launching your making of AI tools. I'm still I will take time for me to go there, but amazing. So taking advantage of that to its T, perfect. So that's where also I felt LTA has done a very good job.
I think, like you said, yeah, I think we are so lucky to be a part of this revolution where everything it's literally the time of smart work. I mean, you cut down on so many man hours just by learning a few things that we keep ignoring in general. But having said that, I know now that you're not in the tech background. I'm sure you still face some challenges. I'm glad that LTL helped you and it's going to keep evolving and keep helping, but I'm sure you faced your own challenges along the way, especially because so many things are new. What do you have that one biggest challenge that you face, especially when you were launching your product and then Instagram, social media game, another ball
Yes,
game
I
altogether? How did
there
you
was there
overcome
were
that?
there were a lot of challenges. Honestly speaking, there were a lot of challenges. Biggest hurdle which I felt was developing an engaging, high quality course content that should meet our industry standards as well
Yeah.
as be user friendly. then you have to make sure that it is additionally ensuring that the seamless website functionality is there, mobile compatibility is there. Okay. And another challenge which is there is we have a competitive e-learning market. Okay. So we
Yeah.
have to constantly think of evolving strategic marketing collaborations and with industry experts to gain the trust and
Mm.
attract the learners.
Yeah.
So uh, I will say the help came, the digital part help came from you, and other help came from since we've been in the industry, we have a lot of friends and colleagues in the industry. My husband helped me a lot. The other friends in the industry, they helped me a lot as to, how, where we are lacking, what is the, gap between the curriculum and the on-skill jobs. Uh,
Correct.
and as you know, I don't think so you'll be aware, but 40% of the students who pass out hotel management actually do not continue with the hotel industry. They change the industry. So
Mm-hmm.
this is another way of, bringing them to what actually is on the real life job scenario. It is also a boost for the professional who are working. They're starting or they're working. So that is also there for them as well, to know more into deeper context than just your department or your role, you know, because to grow, to have a career and have a bright career in advance, earn well for your family, you have to keep into that whole competitive of knowing the best from all departments, from the top, you said, from the eagle's eye. So that is it.
I'm mind blown by the positivity you have because first of all, I probably come from the tech background, but I know what goes behind building an online business, especially if you're trying to actually monetize your passion, right? And like you said, that building that relationship and finding people you can who can help you. Of course, if they're making some money out of it, you're hiring a coach or whatever you're doing. I think building that relationship is very, very important, and that is also one of the essence that we had in LTL. That I will always say that LTL is a community first and then a course. So, because a community just plays that role where it feels like your safe space, right? So, I'm sure in this entire space, when we build LTL, we were trying to build a course, we were trying to build communities and weekly calls, but still, the motive behind the entire thing is to build that relationship. I'm sure I would love to know what role LTL community in specific played in your journey. Did you find the support that you were looking for? How do you think a community influences success?
LTL community did support. So whenever you start you need to understand that you're not alone in that field, or you're not alone. See, my niche was completely different. So I did not expect that, anybody from the community would be at my side or would understand it. But I did understand that we're all driven by the same factors and we're
Yeah.
working towards the same goal. So obviously, the community's question answers, interactions, the Wednesday live sessions, they all, maybe you were talking about selling a digital product, but
Mhm.
the simple things like who, what, why, those are the questions which is for every product.
Yeah.
And the way the way it was addressed, the way it was tackled, the way the solutions came out, exactly that's the way we did it for our course. So it simplified it further. So the community does matter. Whatever taking, advantage of LTL community, I use that same modus operandi for my launching. I did
Wow.
not go straight. I did first session which I launched in December was with the hotel management live students without launching my products. So I
Mm-hmm.
got one-on-one to them, and I gave the first session. Mr. Dr. Ryan Bhattacharya, my husband, he is one of the stalwarts of the industry. So, he gave us short intro to it and he gave us short lessons. So that was all inspired by LTL. Okay. Because at the end of the day, it's a trust between the two people, what I'm
Yes.
giving and what the person is taking. And
Yes.
that trust works best if you can come live or come in front of the person and the person trust, okay, I'm in the right hands and I'm learning something from the right people.
Correct.
So
Correct.
that's where the community has helped me a lot.
Absolutely love that. Absolutely love that for you. But I just have one personal question apart from all of this. The last time we spoke, You were talking about social media, and we were talking about, it's overwhelming because we are learning a lot of stuff together. It's overwhelming. Then there's social media, content creation, and putting ourselves out there is feels a little, we feel hesitant in the beginning. Do you think that social media has transformed your, I mean, it could be personality development, to be honest, but has transformed your outlook about anything? I want to ask this question because a lot of people still see social media as not a very significant source of, you know, relying on someone to buy that course, enter that community, and in general, build a business.
Social media is the most important platform if you want your product to be displayed in a very big client platform. Okay.
Yeah.
So if anybody is afraid, it's not that people are afraid of social media. According to me, this is my
Mhm.
perspective. People are afraid to put forward their face or their emotions or whatever their vulnerability in front of the camera, which I feel. Because being a part of it, I am giving a interview with you, but if it comes to standing in front of the camera, my husband has told me many times, just come in front of it, it's going to be great. I've I did that for the last, I left it for the last actually. But I know where the challenges come is because when you live a life where you're not exposed to opening to a place where everybody has access to you, it becomes a little intimidating. But yes, from experience, I will tell you, please do not worry about it. Do not even give it a thought. You need to believe in yourself. You need to know what is there you're offering to the people. If you're confident about what you're offering, what you're giving is something which will add value, do not stop at any point. It's not about coming in front of the camera or back of the camera. What matters is what you're offering. If you offer them something which they will remember you for a lifetime, which will add value to their life, which will bring their career or bring their financial stability, whatever whatever be the reasons they're watching you. Even if they're not even if they don't have to take my, if you're not a hotel management student or an employee and still you're watching me, there has to be something good about you which they can take.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter what it is, just become fearless. Go for social media, go for it. And from the technical point of view, if you're launching your product, obviously LTL is there. It will tell you exactly how to use it in the right way, because this is just a small part of it. But it's not only about what the content is. Today, in this AI, the world of AI, you have to be very very strategic with your content. You
Mm-hmm.
have to, yeah, you have to make sure your CTAs are perfect. You have to make sure your hashtags are good. You need to know how many times you need to post. There are multiple things which is needed if you want to go out there in the social media to make a mark for yourself or the product which you are launching. So just go for it. Just learn, go for it, and keep learning. Keep learning. It
Keep
is not
learning.
going to stop here. Social media is something which is just it's the universe, right? The more you
Yeah.
go, you will go to learn more and more and more. So just go with the flow. Don't think too much, and follow your heart.
Anjana, I'm so proud of you right now. Because I know our last conversation, which was social media. Okay, I'll think about it and all those things. I'm so proud of you because that's the thing we need. I think I've learned it from my journey. I've seen you grow. I'm sure you've learned it from your journey. But it's like take action and the rest will follow. We all just keep worrying about the rest and stop, don't take any action, but the first step obviously is action. So beautifully said, beautifully said. If you had to give just one advice to someone who's just starting out, they're probably never heard of digital products, they're very intimidated like social media in from social media like you were, what would be that one piece of advice that you can give to beginners out there?
For anyone who's creating or trying to sell a digital product, I won't give one. I'll just tell you how you can go for it. Uh,
Absolutely.
the biggest advice would be first build an engaging community before selling. Okay,
Yeah.
continuously, yeah, consistently, continuously, you need to provide value through the educational content. Okay,
Mhm.
you need to do a lot of data studies behind the content inside and customer testimonials. Okay, another thing which I feel is very important, and you also address this, is you need to invest in high quality visuals and branding to establish credibility. Optimizing your sale to the right sales funnel, Make sure
Hmm.
that your purchase process is very seamless with a clear CTA, easy navigation, and
Yeah.
build the trust. To build the trust element with social proofs and customer review.
Yeah.
Lastly, is just keep learning, adapting to whatever market trends are there, and get ahead in this competitive space of digital landscape.
I know that I'm taking your interview right now. I know that we are having this conversation right now. But hearing all these words, my students speak of all the words that I speak in the courses, and I emphasize on that, just make it easier to understand for someone else, and that's it. You don't have to be fancy. You don't have to be, like, oh my God, I'm the star of the world. Just make it easier to understand for other people, and you're good to go. And when I'm hearing all of these words, it's like music to my ears right now. I'm hearing it from you. And I absolutely, absolutely love your journey on this. Do you envision, you are from the hotel management industry, okay? And then we are entering the industry of digital products. Of course, we're monetizing our passion. Of course, we're doing a lot of things here and there. But where do you see yourself in the future, both of these industries combined? Do you see that your future in this entire digital product business? Do you see, where do you see yourself going forward?
See, the future of digital product is very bright, very promising. It is incredibly promising. Okay, as technology is advancing, as I told you, AI-driven personalized training, immersive experience, now AR, VR, and data-driven analytics have come. So online education is going to be a revolutionary, on this social media platform. And as you can see, more professionals are seeking, flexible and skill-based learning rather than, doing a regular curriculum. Okay. So everybody is making digital learning their preferred choice. So I
Uh-huh.
believe that e-learning industry will grow and grow excessively. Like I feel it's just, this is a time. This is a perfect time, you know. So I think it's a perfect time to launch your digital product and go for whatever your heart says. Find a good niche and go for it.
Beautifully said. I also think that not necessarily we need to find a whole niche altogether. Like you so beautifully combine your entire expertise of your career, of your learnings, and packed it into a valuable product. I think a lot more people need to see that. I also know that a lot of people feel that making money online is about teaching how to make money online, and that's about it. You are a perfect testimony of how you can exactly combine your passion and just make it profitable. I really want to listen from you on a very personal side, Anjana. We've talked about your industry, we've talked about products and all those things kept aside. I really want to understand your personal development out of this entire experience. Like you said, I was not into tech. I was not into, I don't know, creating a digital product. I don't know that even if that was in your mind ever. But I really want to understand your personal development and growth, and how is that going?
Immense development, immense development. See, personally, I'm a person who constantly keep learning, so that has been a passion all my life. But this was one field where I never thought, okay, technology, backend, AI. No, no, no. If somebody would have told me this even maybe a year back, I would have absolutely walked away from it. But yes, it has contributed, and you cannot imagine the confidence I have today. Okay, so I'll tell you a very short thing. See, I had my website. I told you I already done my website before.
Mhm.
But when I started e-learning, I did a subdomain and I did it from scratch.
Wow.
Okay, and if somebody would have told me, that can you build a website for me, I would have said no.
Yeah.
Today, you can ask me, just give me anything, and I will be there helping you out. Whether it's the building of the website, whether it is the launching on social media, whether it is the payment gateway, whether it is, Canva, or any of the tools which right now, which is I feel most prevalent,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I have mastered it. So you have no idea what a immense growth it is. It has helped me. This is my professional work which I'm taking and I'm doing it, but you won't believe, but I'm used it in my personal thing. So I'm actually a member of a lot of committees. We do a lot of social work, so I've used that experience there. And it's
Wow.
good to, it's good to know that you are absolutely on the top when you're talking about your product. It's
Yeah.
not about knowing from the front, it's also about knowing from the back.
Yeah.
So I didn't even imagine this is a transformation which will come in my life, that I'll become a tech savvy person. But yes, today I'm the only hotelier, I guess, who's going to say that I'm absolutely upfront operational as well as back end IT person. But
Love that
yes,
confidence.
yes, it has made a whole world of difference, and it is also brought out a passion in me which I didn't know existed. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to work more on it. I'm not letting go of it right now. So I'll be learning more and more.
Do we have any new products in the cards? Are you launching something? Are you hinting at launching something?
No, so I'll tell you what it is. It is not that new, but not. I won't be launching it immediately soon because I
Mm-hmm.
want to take it a little slow. Okay. See, since right now we kept in mind the hotel management students and the employees which just started. The next target which I have is I'm actually planning to collaborate with other hotel brands as well and
Okay,
get other
wow.
stalwarts into it.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to create a digital product which is going to be for all the hotel owners. Okay. So we all know about brands. We know, every brand has this SOP and, they have pre, post, launching. Everything is done by brands. So for them, it's a cakewalk. But as you know, India is not a country where all the brands exist. Today, we have just in the state of Maharashtra, I can tell you that you have multiple owners, and they don't want to take a brand. They just want to
Mm-hmm.
start their own. They have the financials, they have the wills, they have that vision. It's only that that thing which is lacking is the technicality, and that's what is the next product which I'm planning to launch. It won't be happening soon, but it is going to be very, very meticulous, and it is going to be the highlight of Aanksh Hospitality, where
Oh
any
wow,
owner
I
can
love
just log in. The product is going from day one, from before, when the ground zero, it will start to opening up the hotel. So that's the most looking forward goal which I have in the near future.
Okay, wow.
Fingers
That's an
crossed.
amazing goal, and it's absolutely doable coming from your expertise, and now you have the, behind the scene expertise of the digital side of the business. I think it is absolutely doable. One thing you did mention about, like you just said, in India, in Maharashtra, and of course we were talking about the hotel management industry. I do get a lot of questions from people that, it really matters based on the geographies, and even now a lot of people do believe that, this entire digital product business is just more successful in the US and not definitely something for India or Asian or even Australian. To be honest, I'm in Australia. Do you think that, did you also have those kind of doubts? Did you also think that, probably it depends on geographies and there are certain limitations? Because honestly, I know that from India there are a few more hurdles to be tackled. I won't say limitations because you can absolutely, go about it. But then, did you have that kind of notion as well?
I didn't have that sort of that concept of. I had a little bit of hesitation.
Uh
The
huh.
hesitation was not that about the product, digital product. It's more about whom to trust.
Mm.
That's the thing. So launching of the digital product, yes, it's new in India. Let me tell you. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
as you have said it, it is mostly you will see is related to coaching. Everybody
Yes.
is a coach today. Everybody is coaching you how to make money. Everybody is coaching you. You can do your first crore and your first lakh and all that was fine. But there are very few who actually talk about individuals having their own, covering up the niche which will lead them to
Yeah.
so the ad is more based on money, since monetization is the most selling of any advertisements. So
Of
that's where
course.
it comes from, which I totally understand. But I feel, since India is a country which will not give you money immediately, which will not
Mm-hmm.
spend money on without
Mm-hmm.
you having to build a trust.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I feel that's where the challenge is. It's not that India is not ready for digital product or they don't want it. It's just there is a lot of hesitations. I think
Mm.
what we are doing today,
Mm-hmm.
maybe some more people can go do this who are already established. They can
Yeah.
go live. They can talk about real life situations, and they can show the product which has been created. and which is there in the market, that will gain a lot of confidence and boost to the people. I know there are people, I can see people around, they're capable of it, but they are just hesitant about it. But in India, it's everything comes with a storm. So I'm sure the digital marketing storm is coming very soon. You will
Okay,
see
mom.
it happening very soon. 25, 26. I think 26 is going to be an excellent year for Indian digital marketers. Not the one who established the new launches.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I love that
Mm.
confidence in you. I loved our entire chat. I would ask just one last question to close things. You are somebody who has now seen the world, from the outside and the inside. You're someone who's taken the coaching, who's taken LTL, who's seen that transformation in your personal development, in your own products. You've built that product. So you are at the end of the tunnel. People are, aspiring to be. On a scale of 1 to 10, very simple question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how easy you would rate this entire process? Do you think it's difficult?
It's not difficult. Difficult is not the right word.
Mm-hmm.
It's simple, and it is very meticulous. Okay, it has to be consistent. The person
Yeah.
who is, you have to be a very consistent worker.
Mm-hmm.
First, you have to be a consistent learner. Being, thank you so much for, showering such kind words, but you wouldn't believe, but I have gone back. I've read it again. I've gone back. I've read it again. I've gone back and
Yeah.
done it again. Okay. So it's not that I finished the course or I've done this. Even when I'm working, see, you gave me a basic outline, but my website was on Hostinger. My tools were completely different.
Yeah.
Yours was an example which made me believe, okay, let me go out there. There are more tools out there. So honestly, I have not used Dan or a system.io. I have not
Mm-hmm.
used any of it. But the learning process had made me believe that, okay, I can do it in my
Yeah.
own website to a different tool. So that's fantastic. That's because the learning has to be there. So you need to learn, you need to grow, and you need to be consistent. That's it. Even launching the product, nothing great is going to happen immediately. But you should have the satisfaction that you've created a content, you've created something which you believe in. The
Yeah.
niche has to be absolutely you. It has to be a part of you. And
Yeah.
if for people who want to monetize and who people who do not have the confidence or do not feel that they're ready for building a product,
Mm-hmm.
uh, you know, master selling rights and all are perfect for them.
Yeah.
That's one part which I have not spoken yet because I did not use it. But trust
Mm-hmm.
me, if I wouldn't have been talking about my product, that was one place I would have gone blindly.
Yeah.
I would have done it blindly. If somebody else comes to me and asks me, where should I go it? I would say first start with that. Then you go with something else. So
Of
that's
course.
one more part of, yeah, that's PLL, MRR. They are perfect. Okay, they're perfect. So for people out there who are watching, if you want to go into digital products, if you really want to make money or you want to do something, sometimes it's not also about money, it's something doing for yourself. Please go for these products, go for this. It is nothing rocket science, is very simple. You can do it. It's very simple. Just go for it. And then the confidence which you will get will make you explore more other products, and it is going to give you a boost. And it will you can make a full-fledged career out of it. Full-fledged
Absolutely.
career. As sitting in a single place with only your laptop, mobile, and internet. That's it.
That is
So
the truth.
yes.
That is the truth. Love that. Loved our conversation, Anjana. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. It was a lovely session and I love talking to you. I'll see you more on our weekly calls, hopefully launching on new products and sharing more updates. But for now, this was amazing.
Thank you, Paridhi. You've come to my life at a point where, there was less of challenges and less of learning. You took me a completely different level altogether. You have
Wow.
no idea what you have done, but trust me, you've done a great. And I'm very convinced that I've told you before also that you're going to be a life changer for men, just not for
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
thank
Means
you.
a lot to me. I'll see you in our next call inside LTL. For now, thank you so much. Enjoy your day.